So how are you? How do you like Portland?
Yeah, I've kind of just been really busy with the move and just getting settled in here, so that's why I haven't been able to talk too much. But I'm really enjoying it so far.
Okay. Have you been doing any more rock climbing?
I have not been doing as much rock climbing as I would like. One of the problems is I don't have a car, but I'm in the process of getting a car.
Oh, you're looking too.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's funny when you're talking about that. But yeah, so Kayla's dad had this old like 1998 red Grand Jeep Cherokee, and he was trying to sell it a couple of years ago, and he said that he would save it for me once I moved down here. So we're getting like all of the paperwork figured out. So now, so now I just have to go to the DMV, get my Oregon license.
That's right. That's right. Because you up in Seattle, you just had a bike. Yeah.
Yep, and then get the title and the deed or whatever all that stuff is transferred over to me, and then I also have to figure out car insurance. Which is another cost. So
I know. I'm with you. I know exactly. I was thinking they totaled this car for I have a 500 deductible. So they totaled it, and Chuck said it was a pretty good figure. He said $13.50. They're going to give me a check.
Oh, okay.
So, but I figure it's going to take more than that, to get something that's reliable. I mean, I don't want to get it that it has so many miles on it, or, and I want it to be reliable.
Right.
So I don't know what will happen. I'm going to have to rely on Chuck to help me, and I hope we can come to some solution next week, because then the following week they leave for 6 weeks to Turkey and Spain.
Yeah.
So I hope to get that settled. I'm a little concerned, but hey, I know it'll all work out. But
yeah,
I worry about stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure my dad will be able to straighten everything out before he leaves.
I hope so. So, have you been sending out any resumes or anything?
Yes, I've been applying to a bunch of welding engineering, project engineering, quality engineering jobs, but haven't gotten any bites yet. So just gonna keep on applying and seeing what I can get.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't want to commit too much, because you'll be coming in for Floyd's wedding.
Right.
And, you have that commitment, and so you don't want to take a job and say, oh, I need off this time and this time.
Yeah, right. You're right, but I think if I did get to that spot in like a job offer or something, I'd have to just be pretty transparent and honest and be like, hey, I have this wedding that I'm part of for these days. I have to go. But ideally, I would like to find a job within the next month. And even if I don't start before the wedding, it would be nice to go to the wedding knowing I have a job when I come back, kind of.
Yeah.
Or like a start date in mind.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean.
But I know it's rough. I mean, I can remember where your grandfather, because he just, Grandpa just quit his job, and he didn't have a job at all, and he had a family.
Yeah.
And I stayed in Kenwood, and he looked all around, and he, people were so nice, but yet when it came down to the nitty gritty, they weren't there, Right. And finally, he just came up and took a job in a hotel in Lancaster, and lived with my mom and dad until the kids got out of school. And then by that time, he had found a job, at Weaver's.
Oh, right.
But it's rough when there's no money coming in.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I thought I would be more prepared for it. I mean, I do have money saved up, and this was kind of part of the plan, but I was expecting to find a job quicker. And even, I don't know if you heard, but I also was applying for some climbing like front desk positions, but I ended up not getting the one that's close to me because they took somebody else with prior climbing gym experience, and that was like honestly my number one plan, just to kind of transition into another job. Right, and then I could even work it part-time. But
I'm sorry to hear that. But you'll be okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I know. That's okay. And I'll still climb, but yeah, actually it's funny you asked, but next week I'm going to be going to a climbing event at another local gym here in Portland, and it's for climbers of color. A Facebook group out here, and I was also a part of it out in Seattle, but there's a Portland group as well, so this will be a way to connect with more of the community out here.
You can put out a few feelers.
Right. Yeah,
and see if, or just make contacts, because you never know down the road when one of those contacts is going to pay off,
Yeah, exactly.
Not pay off, but they'll say, "Oh yeah, I know him. He'd be a good guy to get," So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's rough when you're in the transition, and it's so easy for somebody else to say, "Oh, something will come along."
Yeah, right. And I don't. Yeah. One of my biggest concerns is I don't want to be pressured into like the first job offer that I get too, if it's not
not exactly what you want.
Well, maybe not exact, but like if it like doesn't fulfill my purpose, like if it's a company I don't really want to work for, or if it's a position I don't really like, or if I'm getting underpaid compared to what I was making in Seattle. So, there's just, the pressure kind of keeps building the longer I don't have a job. So.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness you have a companion, that you're not all alone.
Yeah, no, Kayla has really helped out a lot because she's working pretty much all summer, so she's making a decent amount of money because she won't be able to work when she's in school. But yeah, it definitely helps to split costs where we can, which is nice.
Good. Well, it's just nice that you're not alone.
Yeah, you're right. I'm really enjoying it down here. Our apartment's coming together. And I've been training for the marathon coming up in a couple months.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if your father's going to be doing it, though.
He could do the half if he wanted to. But that would be on the Saturday, so yeah, he wouldn't be able to.
When is that, in October?
Yeah, it's on October Let me check. I want to say like 13 weekend or something like that.
Mm.
October. Wait, no, it's October 8th. Sunday, October 8th.
Mm. And that coincides with Floyd's wedding.
Yes, it does. So his wedding is on Friday, and Kayla and I are gonna fly into Columbus on Thursday morning. And then we're gonna drive to Cleveland for the rehearsal dinner, and then wedding Friday, break on Saturday, drive back to Columbus, and then do the Columbus Marathon on that Sunday with Kristo and Ian.
Mhm. Well, I hope the weather cooperates too. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does. I'm sure it'll be. We're gonna have to do it whatever happens. So. Yeah, it's been pretty fun training for it though.
Good.
It's been hot out here.
Well, it's important that you keep in shape. That you just don't sit there.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's not like I don't have projects or things that I'm not working on. Like I'm still making some of my videos. Mm-hmm. I still have a bunch of projects that I'm working. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Video projects.
And you're good at that. You're good at that too.
Yeah. Thank you. It just doesn't pay the bills. So it's like, it's fun. It's a hobby, but like it's kind of like all hobby right now, if that makes sense. I'm doing like biking and running and video making, which I love, and climbing, but it's not. I need a job. I'm realizing.
Well, this is what you needed, though. You needed to. I don't mean test the waters, but you needed to get out, because I don't think if you would have ever gotten out, you would have always thought, I should have done this. I should have struck out.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, and it's kind of like lighting that fire under me to be like, oh no, I really want to work an engineering job where I'm challenged in my problem-solving skills.
You're good at it too, and you have those papers, the research, the things that you did, the problems you solved. Mm-hmm. You have a good resume.
I think so too. It's kind of hard. I'm realizing as well that welding engineering is so niche that I'm glad, honestly, I didn't go for a master's in welding or anything more, because I would have pigeonholed myself further into this world where right now there's no welding engineering jobs in Portland. I mean, there's maybe one or two, but I didn't get selected. So I'm trying to pivot away from it just to make me more broad, and just like I'm looking for quality engineering, which is more like what I did with Mike Berline at Ohio State. Materials science engineering, project engineering, but I feel like if I am able to get that as a next position, it opens up my future job opportunities anywhere, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of, yeah, you're right. It's like a blessing in disguise. It just kind of is tough right now because I'm in between.
Sure it is. I can understand that. But I think it's good that you're doing it now.
You're right, Grandma. I agree.
So, hey, things are all going to fall in place. And 10 years from now, you'll look back and you'll think, I had to do this. I had to make the break. I had to do it. And I'm glad I did it. And look where I am.
Yeah.
And you'll be happy. The thing is, money's important, but if you're happy in what you do, your health will thrive, and you'll just live longer, and you'll be happier. Mm-hmm. And who wants to go through life being mean and sad and upset all the time?
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Grandma. I needed to hear that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're in my thoughts and prayers, both of you, and I want you to take care. Take care because even though you can't see the results down the road, you just have to be in there and pitch and think. Be positive. It's hard. It's hard, Nico. You got to work at it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't talked to you since my my bike ride either from Seattle to Portland.
No. And how did that go?
That went really well. I had so much fun doing it, and I'm definitely going to be doing it again next year, hopefully with some more friends. But it was just like,
Good.
yeah, it was a really cool event because the organization of it was all super clean and set up very nicely, where the only thing I had to do was bike in a sense, and it's like it's 200 miles, so 100 miles a day, but every
Oh my word.
yeah, so every maybe 20-ish miles there was a couple stations where there was a bunch of free food. I mean, free as in I pay for it with my ticket. In the registration. But there were also, free food, coffee, drinks, like Gatorades, and also medical staff at each of these stops. There were also medical volunteers biking along the path with you. So, like, if you had a flat tire or you took a fall, they might run into you. There was a number you could call for support. But yeah, it was just like a really fun experience, and I'm trying to get Kristo to do it someday with me.
Yeah. That would be great. In fact, I saw him this week. Your mother planned to go with me up to this retirement facility that I like up in New Albany.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about the New Albany one.
So Chuck was gone, and I didn't mention it, but JoJo said she'd go with me. So I was pleased because she's very good at, knowing what furniture belongs where and why, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was all set and at the table waiting for her to come on Wednesday morning, and the door opened, and guess who was there? Kristo.
Oh, nice.
And I said, "Oh, this is a surprise," because he had just gotten back. I don't know. I think he got back the day before. Anyway, he said, "Yeah, I thought I'd come along. I wanted to see it too, So it was great to have both of them there, and they got a good look and saw what it was, and they both seemed to like it. But it was nice to see him, and he had a nice time up with you guys, hooking up with you in New York and all.
Oh yeah, that was really fun.
And I saw pictures of the wedding. You look great. So.
Thank you. Yeah, how was your time in Pennsylvania?
Now Kristo really had a tour, the graves and all, and he seemed to enjoy it. It's rural. It's not like New York City. That's a whole different ball game,
Right.
And just like the West Coast, I've heard that's a whole different ball game again.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a neat place to visit sometime. It would be neat if you and Kayla could just come up and walk those streets in Livingston and see how country folk live.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm sure. You'll be back there, and my parents will be there in the future.
Hopefully with Jeannie. It gets harder harder for me, though, because, well, it's just harder for me to walk. But I'm going to keep on going because if you don't use it, you lose it.
You're right, Grandma. You are right.
So, hey, this has been lovely, this chat, and I certainly appreciate you reaching out to me.
Yeah, no problem. I should have been more on top of it, but I've kind of been dealing with some stuff. That's no.
You have a lot on your shoulders. You have a lot to do, a lot to think about, a lot to go through. So
okay.
Just hang in there, and things will happen.
Thank you.
Sometimes takes a while, but good things do. They take a while.
They do. They do. I just gotta be patient and just keep. Keep positive and knowing what I want to do. Correct. Like just kind of staying true to myself. Mm-hmm. But Grandma, last thing I wanted to talk about was Shogun. So like in the STP, the Seattle to Portland, I was pretty much listening to the audiobook of Shogun the whole way.
Okay, yeah, I finished it too.
You finished? Okay, awesome. What did you think?
I put it on my other shelf. I was waiting until.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to review a lot before we talk about it.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about it next week then.
Okay.
Is there
that sounds great.
Is there a good day that works for you? And time?
No, I am. No, Saturday and Sunday I more or less like to stay in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
when is convenient for you to call?
Well, I'm unemployed right now, so I can call, like even during during the week if you want to, if like a day.
No, that's okay. It would be a treat on the weekend.
Okay.
Okay. Now, hey, whenever you can arrange it.
Okay.
Do that, but it would be something for me to look forward to on the weekend.
Yeah. Are you going to church this Sunday?
No.
Okay. Let's plan for Sunday around noon, unless you're eating.
That would be fine.
Okay. I'll text you more, but let's plan for Sunday at noon.
I'll mark it on the calendar, and I'll pony up on Shogun.
Yeah, no, it was. I was having a lot of fun listening to it because I caught a bunch of things that I missed the first time.
Well, yeah, I'd like to hear what was important to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, then I'll be talking to you next Sunday, maybe.
This Sunday, if you're free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not. You mean this Sunday? Sunday.
Yeah. Are you free this Sunday or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, if you want to do it that soon.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All righty. Will do. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, no problem.
Really, as I said, you made my day. Okay?
You too.
And you take care. You and Kayla, you're in my prayers.
All right. Thank you, Grandma.
Okay.
I love you so much.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.